Hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's up? What's up? So we are back at it again with we gonna sum it up pretty good today. But this is a Married to Medicine review, but we ain't reviewing step by step. We just gonna go over the hot topics, the most important things, like Dr. G and Sweet Tea, Apollo and Phaedra situation. Those are the topics we're going to talk about today. We're not going to waste too much time. So, in saying that, let's start off with Dr. G apologizing to his wife, Sweet Tea. Thank goodness I'm not Sweet Tea, because this would not go over well with me. His apology was steered in him not holding himself accountable, because he constantly want to talk about how Quad was behaving, what Quad was saying, and it's like, for me, if I was Sweet Tea, I would be like, okay, when are we gonna not allow ourselves to be triggered by our ex-wife? Like, I understand it's an ex, and exes don't know how to get to you better than nobody else. Okay, so exes can trigger you, but it's like, I will be feeling like if you truly moved on and you're trying to look into bigger and better and brighter things with me, I need you to be focused on what you and I got going on. I need you not to be worried about what your ex is saying and doing that triggers you, especially to the point where you feel like it's okay to be yelling in my face. Like, y'all, I still ain't got over that. Like, you were not about to be yelling in my damn face in front of everybody, and then you do it again when we get back to the hotel room. Like, sir, this is your ex. Do you not recall that this is your ex? I'm not the side chick, honey. I'm not somebody that's intervening in y'all's relationship. This is something you should have resolved already before you and I got together. But then that's Sweet Tea's fault, because she was so eager to get up in that man's face and get all up in the house and get all married to him without checking first if he had resolved some of the issues that he had going on with his ex-wife. Now, let me tell you something. Let me get into what I do know. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. Men's don't tell you everything when it comes to somebody else they used to mess with, honey. They not. So I'm gonna have to give her a little grace on that, because at the same time, they don't want to tell you, because men don't like being vulnerable. So he probably ain't told her that, look, yeah, we still, I'm still bitter about the situation, So to be honest, now that I think about it, I kind of got to like back all the way up and give Sweet Tea a lot of grace, because in this situation, what I do know to be true is men don't like being vulnerable. And even if they say they love you and they want to be with you, they don't fully trust you yet. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Sisters and cousins, family, listen to me clearly, all the women out there. Men will say that they love you, they adore you, they think you're the greatest thing in the world. But it takes time for them to truly give you their heart and truly, fully trust you. Okay? And they could totally want to be with you and think you're the greatest woman ever. But it takes time for you to earn their full trust. Okay? So understand that. And meaning that just because y'all done got married don't mean he's gonna choose to be a complete open book now. Don't expect that, because it's not gonna happen. All right. So moving on to the next thing. He apologizes to Sweet Tea. I want to say this. I like the kind of way that they little relationship in the bedroom, their little conversation back and forth went. I liked it, because I heard Dr. G say, well, I was expecting for you to act all mature and like this and this and that. And Sweet Tea was looking at him like, where was you expecting that to come from? Because I'm going to be me. And I love that about her, even though she gets criticized for being, Dr. Hamlin, oh, you're not smart. No, Dr. Hamlin, she's just not older like you are. And Dr. Hamlin, for what I heard, you weren't always that smart either. Okay, and I don't know if you that smart right now, but I like Dr. Heavenly, but look, come on now, don't be trying to sun the girl and call her not smart, because you weren't always smart either. But I like Dr. G and Sweet Tea's banter back and forth, because she was like, I don't know where you expect they get that from. He was like, yeah, I don't know why I was expecting that. And they both started laughing about it. And the reason why I like how that played out between the two of them, because a lot of times in these relationships where there's an age gap, the older person always expects the younger person to behave and act they're always expecting the younger person to act in a way that someone their own age would act. And I'm like, if you wanted that, you need to have gotten with someone your own age, So I was really appreciative of how Dr. G handled Sweet Tea in that moment. They were just kind of joking about how she chose to handle the situation. So yeah, that was cool. Now on to the next thing. Apollo and Shireen showing up to the boat ride. It literally was like, why? Why are they there? It becomes one of those things like if you have like a movie or something you're watching, there's like too many plot lines going on, you just become confused and exhausted with the movie, and before you know it, you done clicked off of it, or you done watched the whole movie and you was like, what the hell did I just do with my time? It was giving that. It was giving very much that. And then it even got worse, and I don't know why it made me annoyed. Now, I appreciate a good storyline. I appreciate a little drama. I appreciate a little mess. I appreciate a little ghetto-ness into the situation. But it became, which I'm going to discuss in a moment here, it became too ghetto. Okay, so what I mean by that, Sweet Tea asks, wait, how did it go? Sweet Tea ends up getting into like a back and forth with Shireen. And she's asking, she was like, well, who brought you here? Oh, but that's because Shireen just popped off and started talking crazy to Phaedra. It's like, ain't no Apollo ain't worried about you. Ain't nobody worried about you, B. It was like, what? As far as I know, you was dating her husband while he was in prison, mind you. But they were still married. How you got so much energy? See, these side chicks be a completely out they damn mind. Like, how you got so much energy towards a woman whose man you was messing with while she was still married to? Why is that? But anyway, okay, let's go off of that. But so Shireen's popping off, going off on Phaedra, basically calling her all kind of B words. Sweet Tea is like asking, like, who invited y'all here? Like why are y'all here? And then Heavy's like, I did. You need to mind your business. And Sweet Tea's like, I don't need to mind nothing. Don't tell me what to do. And Sweet Tea starts going off on Heavenly, calling her big back and all this stuff. Heavenly trying to hop up out the water. She falling back into the water. Honey, people got to help Heavenly up out the water so she can get at Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea still popping off the mouth. Phaedra goes over there, drags Sweet Tea away. They walking and talking and walking and talking. And then, why the hell did King think, oh, now that things are super aggressive and piped up? Because mind you, Dr. G had to go over there and grab Sweet Tea originally before Phaedra got her. Dr. G went over to grab Sweet Tea and pull her away from fighting Heavily. So things are very highly energized, very ramped up. King decides, which if y'all know who King is, that's Quad's new man. He decides he wants to go and check Dr. G about the situation that happened last night, following up on a conversation that they had just moments ago where everything was supposed to be okay. Let's just table this for later, but he decided not to, I guess. So he decides, I'm about to pull Dr. G aside and talk to him in a very aggressive, I'm here now, you need to bow down and apologize like I told you. I mean, he was very like trying to check him, like, look here, little dude, which I could kind of see why he would take that position with Dr. G. Sorry, Dr. G, but you look like a little weasel. Oh, wait, okay, that was so mean. Okay, anyway, Dr. G is kind of just being like, cool, look, dude, it ain't no big deal. I ain't trying to make a big deal out of that. That's my ex-wife. I really ain't trying to get into with you over that situation. I'm so over it. Yeah, I will have a conversation. He's just kind of like, yeah, I'll talk to the lady. Just quit pressing me about talking to her. I don't, like, what is this? King like, well, yeah, you definitely need to do that because what you did, this and he constantly, basically, in a non-literal way, bumping his chest up against Dr. G, like he trying to force him into a physical confrontation, yeah. And so I'm like, it's so unnecessary. Like, he basically said, okay, dude, like, it's cool. I really ain't trying to be tripping over what she said no more. I'm like, really over it. Why do you keep bringing up to me, I need to apologize, I need to go do it right now? Like, he was doing the most. So it is no wonder that the two of them got into it to the point where they squabbles or whatever we're gonna see next week. But I was like, no. This is not a good look for you, King. Like, you handsome out, you're a nice little eye candy, but you acting like a fool right now, and it's not a good look. It's definitely taking cool points away from you, attractiveness points away from you, because that's not hot at all. So yeah, I was like, ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So anyway, now let's get over to Check, who is Phaedra's boo on this trip. People say he's a rent-a-boo, but look, I don't know. He looked like a rent-a-boo, talk like a rent-a-boo, act like a rent-a-boo. So maybe he is a rent-a-boo. But anyway, this is supposed to be Phaedra's little dude on the I don't know what she's even calling the man. Anyway, let's not Phaedra and her mess. Anyway, so Check and Apollo supposedly know each other. Everybody in the group is like, oh, they know each other. Ooh, that's a little ghetto. Dude, that's a little Jerry Springer, this and this. And I'm like, is it though? Because it's Atlanta, okay? Like, it seems like in Atlanta, everybody knows everybody, especially if you live there for a while. Like, why are we trying to make this a thing? Like, it's really not a thing. But I think it kind of like sparked some drama, because everybody was asking Check, like, how do you know Shireen? Because supposedly he knows Apollo's wife, Shireen. And he's just kind of being like, kind of like he knows her, but not really coming out saying he knows her. But still, even with that, it's really not a big thing. It's a lantern. So why do we even really care? To me, it was something that was just made a big deal just so that everybody else can have something to talk about, because didn't nobody else have nothing going on. Only people who had stuff going on was Sweet Tea, Dr. G with King and Quad, and then we manufactured Apollo and Phaedra situation just out the blue. It's like, y'all, I don't know. I know some people like, oh, we want to just see what Phaedra was gonna do if she had to confront Apollo again, but it was done in such a tacky, lack of story and background type of way, where it's just like, okay, like, yeah, she don't like the girl don't like her. What are we supposed to like be invested in this now? So anyway, y'all, I really liked this episode. I still just feel like Apollo and his wife being there was just stupid. But anyway, I'm looking forward to next week, because suppose that's when King beats Dr. G down. No, I'm just playing. I don't know if somebody said it actually didn't happen, no physical altercation happened, but we'll see. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Please hit the subscribe button and give me a like, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye-bye for now.